The ACTA team, this is the first crunch of our grant from the Stellar Community Fund, and we will be showing you the changes made. On my part, it's the API and SDK side, and my colleague will be explaining the contracts part. Basically, what we done was launch a version 1.1.1.0 of the API, where there is centralized error handling, hardening, rate limiting with Redis, verification of the API keys with Argon 2, and observability with trace IDs in each response. All the synth write endpoints use the prepare submit flow, and the API returns an unsigned XDR transaction, and the client-side wallet is the one that would sign it. Also, we released the version 1.1.1.1 aligned with W3C with new hooks for linked credentials and published with npm provenance from GitHub Actions. And finally, we also created a Swagger to have better documentation of the endpoints on the public side and the administrative side for us, no? And finally, I want to issue a credential in our DA so you can see the handling and functioning of the signature I mentioned earlier. So we're going to come over here, we're going to click here, the certificate, I'm going to issue it to myself. Here we're going to put the name of the course, let's say it's this one, that one. Here we're going to click on issue credential. Here we click on confirm. We wait a moment. Here we are going to open the Stellar Expert, and what we do here, we wait for it to load, is that the credentials are uploaded to the Stellar Expert with encryption that you can see in the vault, which is AES 256. And as you can see, the credential has already been issued on Chan, yeah, and the credential is now ready on the Stellar network. In this case, we did it on testnet.
Hello guys, my name is Matthias and I'm from the ACTA team. So in this video, I cover the verification of the 5 derivable for the Tranche 1, like the spec, 2 contracts on testnet, the test about the OR contract, and the E2 demo. So I'm going to show you the first DAT seller meta specification V1 document. As can you see the extract, goals and design, architecture, and the syntax on chain register, contract operation, API authorization policy, the document, proof of control, and the 6 principal vectors. So also the reference, our reference, our how can we created this document and the other documents about the DAD spec. We continue with the test vectors. The vectors that vectors is the 6 principal vectors in our contract, and the whole vector test will be displayed in the JSON format. So the first is the DAD star V1 normative test vectors. The second is the full DAD. The three is the deactivated DAD. The four is the concurrent update. So this is our identity jersey contract live on the Stellar Testnet network. The contract ID is on screen. How can you see? And you can see it already has a real activity like how apply or first step with the clone structure function. Also the register and update functions. So the first transaction create a new digital identity in the blockchain. As can you see in the assertion method, authentication, and control and create ledger. So on different arguments. With the second one, update the same identity key. We added a new key and some extra information. So each action will leave a clear record that anyone can check, and it all happens directly on the seller. So with no extra server in the middle. Now let's look at the task. We have a full text suite covering both contracts. 56 text for the registry. Look at that, and 127 for the bold. As can you see, every single one pass. This gives us confidence that the contract behave correctly in every scenario. We have this signal for. This is everything related to release B3 about the hardened BC ball. And other hand, the hardened BC ball live in a solar testnet network with 3 real transactions. Look at that, the created ball, the issue, and revoke the credential.